Hey, welcome back to our Requiem.
Requiem,
For the Wii. Now we.
Sure. On the third-party games that really tried to be good on Wii.
Yeah. So let's get this started. I think Sega is probably the biggest third-party contributor to the Wii. So let's start with them, or at least what we have from them. Okay. Okay, let's start with
here. Let's go for
this. No, let's start with this.
Okay, sure.
Sonic and the Black Knight. I can't believe our friend paid $60 for this.
Yeah.
That's probably why he hates it so much.
The review I read said it wasn't that bad, but Jeff absolutely hates this game.
The IGN review is 3.9.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This game really, it's basically a real fail of a Sonic game. It's like one of the worst Sonic games ever made. Definitely the worst one this gen, and I played Sonic the Hedgehog for the 360.
Apparently when there's fighting, you slow down or something?
Yeah, it's really like you'll just be running and having fun playing a Sonic game, then you get slowed down, and then you just have to waggle the Wii remote like a drunk. And just random, then it's just a very poorly done game. Some of the worst multiplayer you'll play ever as well.
On the other hand,
Sonic Colors. This game kind of makes me want to be a Sega fanboy. This game is awesome. This is Sonic done right. This is the best Sonic game since since ever, pretty much.
And the power-ups don't feel gimmicky, right?
They just
add
there.
to the
They're actually
experience.
optional too. You don't even have to use them. But this is a blast. This is amazing. This is one of the best games on Wii. Definitely.
All right.
Awesome. Another game that also looks fantastic. It looks as good as Sonic the Hedgehog on. The Sonic the Hedgehog, the 2006 game on 360.
Regardless of the quality.
Yeah. And
alright, the Conduit. Not Sega developed, but Sega published.
So it's a Sega game, yeah. I've actually haven't really gotten too far into this game. I wasn't crazy about it. I actually thought the level design was really poor. Levels will go on for an hour and a half sometimes. They'll just drag on and then you'll just be begging them to end because you're so sick of them and you want to go outside. No, I'm kidding. You want to play a different game.
On the other hand, this has a more typical first-person shooter single-player campaign rather than
it's kind
Metroid
of got a little bit of a Crisis sort of vibe, but it's not Crisis.
Yeah,
but it's
still though. This is probably the best typical first-person shooter on Wii. Oh, aside from that.
No, it's not. It's not. But this game, yeah, it is a very good game, though. I just pointed out its flaws. It's a fun sci-fi shooter, and I'd say it's worth a fling if you got a Wii.
Alright.
Which you probably do if you're watching this.
And I'll talk about this. Knight's Journey of Dreams. Now, Sega fanboys absolutely love this. I've played it and I hate it. Most of the levels are either boring mini games based around the main controls, or incredibly frustrating main levels where you have to go back to the very beginning if you run out of time. I would have loved a health bar. Instead, they had to put a time limit on it.
And didn't you say that you heard that the original Saturn version's actually better?
Oh, yeah.
So
every review agrees that this is not as good as the original Saturn.
So if you happen to have a Saturn, you should go with that one.
Yeah, and there are levels where you play as human kids, stupid and boring.
Sounds stupid. Okami. This is technically not a Wii exclusive, but it's definitely a good third-party effort on the Wii. Published by Capcom. I haven't had this game for too long, and I haven't really gotten around to getting that into it. I have played it though, and I do really like this game. It's quite beautiful, not just visually, but I mean kind of got really a beauty to this game. It's kind of like Zelda, except the action sequences might remind you a little bit more of. And I know it's from the creator of this, and it's not like this if you're. It's vaguely like Devil May Cry, but don't expect Devil May Cry when you buy this game. Anyway, yeah, but yeah, it's a very good game. I wish I've been meaning to get back into it, which I probably will this summer. Anyway, yeah, I think you should give it a fling.
Alright, sorry.
From the creator of Resident Evil.
Yeah. Sorry, this is the real best typical first-person shooter on Wii.
Beast. GoldenEye 007. See, I got the special edition. It gives you this cool golden controller. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and it proves that Wii can support a functioning regular
and
controller.
I actually like playing with that a little bit more than the Wii Remote Nunchuck or the Zapper. But yeah, this game is awesome. It really makes you feel like 007, and the campaign rocks. It feels more like a Call of Duty game, but it's got like the stealth works pretty well, and I don't know, it's just like paced really well, and the multiplayer, of course.
Yeah, I think it lives up to stuff like COD and Battlefield.
I definitely
maybe
think
not as developed, but
no, like it doesn't. Obviously, it's not as powerful a game, but it's definitely in. I think it's in the league. Like in the multiplayer is like even the online multiplayer is like it's very good.
So there's something notable. All right, Epic Mickey. This game is receiving a very noteworthy sequel coming to all major consoles. The original is a decent platformer. Like, there's really not too much to say about it. It's supposed to be revolutionary with the power of the brush, but really you just make platforms appear and attack enemies with it. Oh, sorry. Yeah. This is a really cool collector's edition box.
All right. Maybe still find one on eBay or Amazon.
It's worth buying if you don't have anything else to play.
Like, I personally don't like it, but I don't like even more because it's made by Warren Spector. I really don't like that guy. He's contributed nothing to this console generation, but all he does is criticize. He hasn't done anything about it.
As so-called morality system is just stupid. Good or evil, no real benefits to either in this.
Sorry for my rant on Warren Spector. I just think he's an overrated, obnoxious developer that's barely a developer.
All right. Little King's Story, I really like
too many
this
puzzles.
Game. There are no puzzles whatsoever. All right,
keep this.
Yeah, this is a combination between Pikmin and like a world domination type game.
And Tetris puzzles.
No, there are no puzzles. Sorry, this is an inside joke we have. All right, you train townspeople at various locales inside your kingdom, and you send them out to gather resources, attack enemies, expand your kingdom. And I really like this game, and it's got a pretty lewd sense of humor at some points, which is why it has a teen rating, even though it's called Little King's Story. So, don't dismiss this game. Deadly Creatures, another not well-known game that I quite like. It's got a lot of bugs and glitches. Bugs, yeah. But I can forgive those for a really interesting atmospheric journey, and I like the combat system in it. And it's got voice acting by Dennis Hopper and Billy Bob Thornton, and they do a great job.
That really surprised me. I don't know how they could possibly have afforded them, but whatever.
They probably lost way more money than they made with this game. I really like it, though. Indiana Jones and the Staff of Kings, perfect example where the Wii's motion controls were overused for what could have been a pretty good action-adventure game.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
It's just the motion controls is horrible for it. So actually, just before we move on, what would you say you think is the best third-party game on the Wii?
Yeah.
I've been kind of thinking about that. You know, I would have to go with, probably either GoldenEye 007 or Sonic Colors is mine. And okay, GoldenEye 007, Sonic Colors, and Okami would have to be my three.
Alright, yeah. I actually haven't played those except for GoldenEye and only barely GoldenEye, so I can't really say much on this. I guess I'll say Little King's Story just because it's so unique.
Yeah, it's your favorite.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, maybe GoldenEye for me. I really liked it. Yeah, anyway, all these games, even if they're not good, I think even if you got them, it wouldn't be, like, even the sort of bad ones, it wouldn't be horrible to own them.
It's worth experience.
Yeah. Anyway, another heart down. How long has this been going on, Galen?
9 minutes and 17 seconds.
Okay, we can stop it here, I think.
Alright.